Governor, you just spoke to the Florida Faith and Freedom
Shake my hand there. Yeah.
I don't want to leave you dangling there.
Exactly.
You just spoke to a big crowd out here.
Yeah.
And, you know, the conventional wisdom would be that you're not going to do as well among grassroots social conservatives. But you got a fifth of their votes 4 years ago. And it looks like you're fighting for those votes now. So tell me about what your message is to them and why you feel like you should get their votes.
Well, I'm going to win social conservative votes because we share values. I have the same positions that they have on the issues of social conservatism. I'm also a person who is a pretty good example of having lived a life of being true to one spouse and raising terrific kids. And right now, in order for people across this country to have a bright future and form families, they need a strong economy. And social conservatives, like everyone else in this country, wants a president that knows what it takes to get this economy going again, and I do. That's what I do. And there are a lot of people who are lifelong politicians, but in this presidential race, I'm the guy who spent his life in the private sector, who's also worked in government to create good jobs. I got my unemployment rate in my state down to 4.7% by the time I left. I'm pretty proud of the fact that we were able to put Americans in my state back to work. And I know what it takes to get America back to work, and that's what I'll do.
Now, this race has changed a lot in the last 30 days with Rick Perry's entrance. All the polls show you guys are kind of nip and tuck. I don't want to curse you with front runner, but it looks like you guys are at the top of the pack. You've been critical of his position on Social Security. Tell me your position, because I think most voters know that Social Security at its current rate, if we don't do something, will at some point be bankrupt. You know, you can debate about when it is, but what should we as a party, or what are you as you know, an aspiring president going to do to fix this problem?
Yeah, you're right. And by the way, Democrats and Republicans recognize we got to fix Social Security. I wrote about it in my book 2 years ago and laid out a couple of options to fix Social Security. I continue to think those options are the right way to go. The president, interestingly, even though he's president of the United States and says Social Security is broken, hasn't put forward any ideas as to what he'd do to fix it. Now, Governor Perry's idea is quite different than mine. His idea is end Social Security as a federal program and send it back to the states. He thinks it's unconstitutional to have Social Security. I disagree. I think you got to protect Social Security and make it solvent. Sending it back to the states would raise a lot of questions. What are states going to do, like Florida, that have a lot of retirees? What's going to happen for people who move from state to state to state? What happens if a state raids the Social Security fund? Are states going to have different Social Security programs? I think it's a very bad idea. I think it's crazy.
I think we just got a preview of the debate tonight.
Well, so my view is, look, you got to protect Social Security, make it work, and for me, I lay out the plan that I'd use to do that. It relates to lower benefit growth for higher income individuals and slightly higher ages for retirement.
Well, you've been a great friend of this organization, and as you say, in your own life and in your family, you've lived these values. You haven't just legislated them, you've lived them. So we appreciate you being here, and Godspeed.
Thanks, Ralph. Good to be with you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on this.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you.